Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka That Reseller Guy, here on another Monday morning, another eBay What Sold video. eBay turned on my store over the weekend, so I had some good sales. Let's get going. All right, first off, let me let you know that I said I was going to get out a video about my collectibles booth, what's been selling out there. I didn't get that done last week, but I'm going to try to get that out this week. I know I've only been getting one video a week. That's not what I'm trying to do. I want to get at least 2 videos to you every week. I apologize. Go over to my That Card Guy channel. I've been putting out some videos over there. I just put one out this morning for a huge collection that I just bought of sports cards. So that's a good video if you want to go check that one out. That Card Guy. Link down below. But yeah, eBay, it seemed like they turned my store back on this weekend. I don't know what was going on. You've heard me kind of complain a little bit over the past weeks, maybe even months, that my store's been really slow on eBay. And I got back to kind of like the normal number of sales and the normal dollar amount for me over the weekend. 22 sales for about $900, so pretty good weekend. I did have some of those card sales that I picked up from that I'll show you in that video in That Card Guy, as well as some other card sales. So I got a decent little pile of card sales here. I'll go over the other stuff first. We'll do the card sales stuff. Then I don't know. We'll get into some other things possibly. This room's a disaster. I got stuff stacked up, stacked up. There's stuff all over the place. I want to make sure I don't knock any of these piles over. Also, I haven't done any giveaways at all this year. I apologize for that. I had been doing my How Much Did Mike Spend at Goodwill last month, whatever, contest every month. I haven't been doing that this year. Part of the reason is nobody was claiming their prizes half the time. I bet at least a third or more of the people that won never contacted me to claim their prize. So I just kind of got burnt out on doing it, not giving prizes to anybody, just having the prize sit on the desk. So congratulations to those of you that did win last year and actually claimed their prize. But I had a bunch that weren't, so I kind of stopped doing it. But I'm gonna think of something. I'm gonna think of some way to do another little giveaway contest. I haven't done one in a while. Do you want to do one in this video? Here's what we're gonna do. All right, just because I have this card sitting here, I think it's kind of cool. I'm gonna give away a card. I know some of you don't always do cards, but this is kind of a cool one. This is a Boba Fett card. It's one of his earlier cards. This is from Topps, from Star Wars, I believe, from like 1980-ish. But yeah, this is a cool card. I'm gonna give this one away. All you gotta do is put a comment down below. Anything. Doesn't have to have the word Boba Fett, but you can say, I like Boba Fett, I love Star Wars, I love the D-backs, they've been playing really well. Any comment down below, I'm going to use random comment picker, and I'm going to pick a winner for Boba Fett. So I'll put that right here on the desk. We'll save that one right here. Maybe you guys are a fan of the Mandalorian or the Boba Fett series. Either way, it's a cool card. I think it's worth, I don't know, $5 to $10, somewhere in that range. So it's kind of a cool little thing. So yeah, good luck to everybody. And I always do those giveaways just as a thanks to you guys coming in here and watching these videos and putting up with me babbling about reselling, since none of my friends or wife or kid ever want to hear me talk about this stuff. So I appreciate you coming in here and listening to me talk and hopefully provide a little bit of entertainment and knowledge. All right, what sold this weekend? Like I said, 22 items. Got a little bit of everything. Stuff that sold through normal price. Stuff that sold through like 10% offer. I've been running this big 35% off sale for some old merchandise that's been in my store for a long time, and some of those items sold. So if there's a little pop-up down here or down on this side, that means it sold through the offer. If you see it on the side, I think it comes up on this side. It'll say 35% down at the bottom, so you can see the price that it actually sold for or the actual price that it sold for. Let's get into it first. I won't have some of these exact prices because the screen's got too much stuff on it. So this football jersey. This is a vintage football jersey. Now it sort of looks like a Green Bay Packers type jersey, and the reason I picked this up is this label right here. It's a vintage medalist or McGregor sand knit football jersey. Pretty cool. This is probably from like the 70s would be my guess. I don't know if a medalist ran into the 80s or not, but no team, no name, no high school, no anything, but it's been in my store for a while, and it's sold through offer. I'm going to have to, it's going to bug me if I don't tell you a price that it sold for. Sold for $19.49. I think I had it at like $40. Again, you'll see in the pop-up, the regular price will have a cross out, and then I'll say 35% and show you what I actually sold it for. So about $20. Still made money, even at 35% off. I made money, but it's been in my store for years, and that's that 35% off sale, man. I'm trying to get rid of some of this old inventory that's been around forever. Did sell one other jersey. I know that one just sold like late last night. It's like my last sale of the night. This one here, let's see if I can get it flipped around. Philadelphia Flyers, and this is also a vintage jersey. And this is an old CCM jersey. You can see the little label right here. I'm looking over at the screen. Also says Masca on it. So Masca CCM jersey. It's sort of like a mesh jersey. Just like a no name on the back. Kind of a cheaper jersey, but vintage. This one sold for $35.99, 10% off. So had it at 40, it's a 10% offer on that one. So I'm not giving everything away, but I'm not afraid to give a 10% discount. All right, I'm going to just go down my screen here and grab item by item, because otherwise it's going to be scrolling up and down the whole time, and you'll just see me staring over at the screen like this. You don't want to see that. So the baseball. This is a Rawlings Arizona Diamondback baseball, but it was a special commemorative one for Get It Without the Glare opening day. First game, 1998. Yeah, I was at that game. I didn't get to see the actual game. I did some of the setup pre-game. The company I worked for did some promotions there, so I got to go in the stadium actually before they ever had their first game, but they had to kick us out before the actual game. So I wasn't there on actual opening day for the game, but I was in the stadium. I don't know. It counts, right? This baseball sold for $19.99, $20 for that baseball. I picked up 3 Diamondback baseballs from a friend, paid $40 for all of them. So so far, I think I'm just slightly in the profit because I've sold 2 of those balls now. All right, next, I'm doing all the cards last, so I'm scrolling down the screen here. Next, I put it over somewhere out of the way, right down here. Pirate Dice. This game sells well. It sells on Amazon too, but this one just happened to sell on eBay first. $24.99 plus shipping. I think this one might have been missing the instructions. Yeah, no instructions in there. I mean, there's not much to it. There's 4 cups and 5 dice per cup. And what's weird is when you smell it, can you guys smell this? It always smells very plasticky and kind of stinky in a way too. So I'm always afraid that people are going to give a comment or a negative review or something, that a negative feedback, that's what it's called, because it stinks. But they have always done that. Every one of these does. So if you get one and you open it up, it's not anything wrong. It's just how they made it. Because this didn't have instructions, I priced it a little bit cheaper than some of the others. So like I said, 25, probably could have got 28, 30 bucks if it was 100% complete, but it wasn't. On Amazon, they do sell for a little bit more, but you pay a little bit more in fees on Amazon too. So it kind of equals out on that game. Next, another item that's been in my store for a while. This one did sell at sale. This one sold on sale. This tiny little Lego piece has this little stormtrooper on it. It says Lego Star Wars. And this was like an exclusive from Toys R Us. They must have had some promotion where you bought a Lego set and you got this little piece free. It was just, again, it's been in my store for a while. Sold for $7.49. Whopping big sale. $7.49, but it was just in a bulk box. So it was basically free when I bought it. Still going down well. Sold a couple more baseballs. Baseballs selling. Luckily, when you drop them, you don't break them because they're baseballs. All right, so these look like just normal baseballs, but when you rotate them over, we got special commemorative baseballs. We got one for Jackie Robinson, the 50th anniversary, and for Cal Ripken Jr., and I assume that's for his like Iron Man consecutive game streak. Didn't have the boxes for these, just loose baseballs like this, so definitely losing a little bit of that value, not having the boxes with them. Sold for $14.99 plus shipping, so $7.50 per baseball on those. Right here, another item that's been in my store for a while. I thought these were gonna be a really, really good item, but luckily somebody bought all 3 of these. These are pen sets made by Parker. I didn't know too much about this set, but I found these in a hanging bag. All I did was just scan the barcode, figured it out, put it on eBay. Again, they've been there for a while. Did not sell. Part of my 35% off, someone bought all 3 sets. So that was big pluses. They bought all 3 because the sale was $48, and that was at 35% off. $48 for 3 pen sets. I hope they're not dried up. I hope they work well. I think these are actually going global shipping program or whatever they call it now. So I think these are going out of the country. But yeah, $48 for 3 pen sets. And I think I paid like $6 or $7 for those 3. So that's a really good sale, even at the 35% discount. All right, I'm going to show you 2 games at once, even though these were separate sales. This game sells really well. So if you ever find these at garage sales or estate sales or thrift stores for $1 or so, pick them up. Timeline. They come in these little metal tins like this. They sell for about $20 a piece, even used. I've had a couple new ones in the past and got like 30. I think there was one that I even got $40 for, like over on Amazon. But one is American history, and this one is like science and discoveries. And there's not a lot to these games. Literally, all you got, well, that one's got some packing in there. So you open it up. There's this, and then there's cards. This one actually had 1 deck still sealed. There's like 110 cards. All you gotta do is count the cards. If all the cards and the instructions are there, it's complete. This one was missing the instruction. It sold for $17.99. This one had the instructions, $19.99. So yeah, paid basically $1 a piece for these and got about $20 each. Next up, sold a bobblehead. You don't see me sell a lot of these anymore, but the other day I picked up a bunch of Houston Astros bobbleheads at a little local thrift store. Sometimes I have problems talking in the morning. So I haven't had breakfast yet. Maybe that's part of it. They were all Astros, all $3 a piece, and you can see there's still a bunch of them up here on the shelf. Most of them I listed for about $30, a couple for $40, and this is the first one to sell. So I think I bought 7 of them that day, spent about $20, so I'm already in the profit, or at least break even after all the fees and everything. Jose Cruz Jr., yeah. A lot of these were like for like 45th anniversary of the Astros or 40th anniversary special, like 3,000 hit special ones, so they kind of had a little bit more value. But yeah, $3 into $30, that was a good bobblehead flip. All right, I also sold Monster Mutt. Yeah, this is from Monster Jam. This is just like a little replica, I don't know, a little cool little helmet. I think the mask slides up. I don't know, I can't get it to go up, but not much to it. Picked it up for $1 at a little local thrift store. I got to scroll. I didn't scroll properly. $22.49. So I don't know. Maybe that was 10% off. But either way, I got $20-some just for that little mini helmet. One more thing over here before we get to the cards. It is sports related. We got a autograph photo of Curtis Joseph, also known as Cujo. This was when he played for the Maple Leafs. He played for several different teams. You can see it's authenticated by PSA. Got the sticker there. Got the card on the back. And he got his little scribble autograph right there. This sold through a little bit of a sale. Actually, no, this was 35% off. This was another one of those. Sold for $25.99 plus shipping. So I figure 35% off. It was about $40-ish. I think probably what I had that at, but sold for $25.99. All right, let's get into the cards. There are several cards. There's 2 of them that are graded ones. Let's see. Suns got knocked out of the playoffs this past week. They weren't playing well, but someone still wanted a Kevin Durant rookie card. This was when he was with the Sonics. This one is a PSA 9. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story with this card as well. So this was one that I personally sent in for grading several years ago in the complete boom of the card world, and it took I think over a year for us to get these cards back graded. When this card came back as a 9, I was super excited because at the time these were selling between like $700 and $900. That's how hot this card was. That's how sports cards and everything were during the kind of pandemic time. So I think I had it listed out in my store for whatever it was, somewhere in that range, $700 to $900, and it never sold. And then the market has kind of come like this, and now this card is $80. Yeah, $80. That's what I got for it. I had it for $100 to send it 10% off. I still got $80 for it, which is really, it's actually a good price because I probably paid $1 for this card way back when. Sent it in to get graded, which cost about $10 at the time, and then I sold it for $90. Normally, I'd be really excited about that, but I had the chance during that time where I could have got several $100, many $100, but today I got $80. This card just sold this morning, but I'm going to go ahead and include it because it's going to be easy to ship out. This is Jarrett Stidham. I think he's still with the Raiders. Am I right? Is he still with the Raiders? He got a couple starts last year, and I had actually sold this card. The person didn't pay for it. So it's been sitting around since last year. This is actually a 1 of 1. It's the only one that they made like this in this color scheme. You can see it's actually like blank on the back. It's some sort of like test proof something or other. But it is autographed right there. Had it in my store for a bit. I don't know. I think like $60, something like that. $70 maybe. Sent me an offer this morning for $40. So I went ahead and took it. I don't have too much into this card. I think I paid about $10 for it. So just want to make sure I get that sold before Jared Stidham ends up being out of the NFL or something and nobody cares about that one. But I do have several other cards here. I sold a lot meaning just a little group, 3 cards of Yao Ming jersey cards. I already have them all kind of bundled up and ready to go. So you see I got one, and there's the back one. You'll see in the pop-up over here. You'll see the 3 of them. This also sold through sale, so it was a little bit cheaper than it normally would. Of course, I always got to look over at the screen. I never remember the prices, but it's 22 items. If I had 5 items, I'd probably remember the amounts, but 22 items is a little too many to remember. Where is Yao? Right here, $22.49. So I bet it was 10% off. I probably had it at 25, sold it for $22.49. All right, another one. This one also sold through sale. This one is a very thick card. You can see like these holders, how thick it is, and I got the card going in there. And even it's still a little loose in there. You put it in the sleeve so it doesn't get scratched up. It's all good. All right, where this one? This is Xavier Tillman. On the card, he's with the Memphis Grizzlies. I don't know where he's playing today, if he is still in the league. I assume he is, and I assume that's why somebody bought it. This is a really nice card. I just got to find it on my screen. Sorry. Right there, 35% off, $19.49 for Xavier Tillman. Kind of a cool looking card there with the jersey and the autograph right there. It looks nice, so I'm happy to get that one sold. Sold the Devontae Adams card. He's with the Raiders now. This is here when it was with the Packers. This cool green scope shiny card. It is serial numbered on the back of right there, numbered out as something. Sold for like $7, $11. I don't know. You'll see the pop up on the screen. I'm not going to scroll every time. I think I remember the prices on these last few. Ken Griffey Jr. had that huge collection of Ken Griffey Jr. cards that I bought. At this point, it's been 2 months ago, something like that. There's a video about it on that Card Guy channel if you want to watch that one too. So I put these two together. This is when he went to the Reds. He was with the Mariners, got traded to Cincinnati Reds in 2000. This is a refractor card. So they did two different versions. They did like a portrait version and an action pose version. So I just put the two cards together. Figured someone might want to get both of them, get a little bit of a premium price that way, and I would get $30. So I got $15 per card on those Griffies. And now these last two items, these are the ones that were part of that big San Francisco Giants collection that I bought, that I did the video on, that you're going to go watch over on that Card Guy channel. Some of the cards were really good in there. I paid almost $500 for that whole collection, like $480 something. I bought it from John, the Cincinnati picker, over on Whatnot. So thanks, John, again. I think I thanked him in the video, thanked him on here, I thanked him everywhere. So ended up getting a pretty good deal. And the story with it goes is actually I was in a thrift store, and I remembered that he was going to be doing a Whatnot show that morning. So I turned it on. I walked out to the car. I didn't drive. I was just sitting in the parking lot. I'm not going to Whatnot and drive at the same time. It's crazy. But yeah, so I just sat there in the car and was watching his Whatnot stream, and ended up buying a couple of the different lots of cards. And then he did one massive one at the end. The one at the end, I ended up paying $300 just for that one lot because there was a couple hundred cards in it. And this lot is going to turn out to be way better than I actually expected. So 2 of the cards sold. I think I listed about 10 cards from that lot already over the weekend. And I'll show you the first one to sell. This one right here. Let's see if I can go there. Brandon Crawford. And you're like, Brandon Crawford? Why is this a big sale out? No, those of you that know the cards, you can already tell this is Topps Chrome and this is a red refractor. And what's unique about that is it might be hard to see on camera, but right there, it's serial numbered 1 of 5. They only made 5 of this card. Makes it pretty rare, pretty desirable. Whether you're Brandon Crawford or a Giants collector, this is a pretty high demand card. Put out there for $80, and it sold pretty quickly. I'll give you a little warning. If you want cards out there and you're looking to buy them and it's one that you need, just buy it. Pay the $80. Pay what you need. Someone contacted me and they offered me $60 for it. And I told them, I said, I listed this card an hour ago. You know, maybe if it's still here in a couple of weeks, I might be willing to deal on price. And it sold like 2 minutes later to another buyer, and that person lost out. So I know you always want to save money when you can, but if it's something that you've been waiting for, it to pop up. This card's from like 2015. So it's been 8 years. The person will probably never find another one. So just a little story. If you're a collector and you really want something, don't let that little bit of money stop you from buying it because you may lose out on the sale. I've had that happen before too. All right, so that's all for $80. Long-winded story. Next card, Joe Panic, P-A-N-I-K, Joe Panic. This doesn't look anything special, and I didn't really know it was either, but I was looking at it a little closer, and I think it's on the front. It's serial numbered out of just 25. And I was searching for this card on eBay, and I found, first off, I couldn't find this card at all. And then from this set, this Stepping Up autograph set, hardly anything out there on eBay for any players. So I knew it was pretty rare. Threw it out there for $50, and it sold like the next day. So I already got $80 and $50. I already got $130 back just out of these 2 cards. Now these are probably 2 of the better cards out of the whole group. There's a lot of cards in that $10 to $30 range. But yeah, to already get $130 out of that $500 back first weekend, big thumbs up. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I got an appointment here in a little bit. I got to get all this stuff shipped. This is going to be my busiest day in a while as far as shipping. I mean, 22 orders. Luckily, it's all small stuff, so it's going to go pretty quickly. Go check out that Card Guy, and I'm going to try. I'm going to try to get the What's Been Selling Out at My Booth video out this week. I still got my invoice right here. I'm going to go through it, Some of you are really interested. Some of you, Mike, I really don't care. But, you know, it's something that we're going to do. We're going to talk about and all that. So it's Monday. I hope you all have a great week. Summer's coming up soon. My daughter's out of school next week already. We already have some summer plans lined up. And I'm excited about all that. It's getting high here in Arizona, though. It was 100 degrees over the weekend. So that part I'm not looking forward to. But I'm rambling on. It happens at the end of every video. So that's it. Go to that card guy, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up, and leave a comment down below if you want a chance to win this guy. So that's it. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you next time.